We are live. What is happening, everybody? Today is day 7 of 7 days of live. I am so fired up to be able to look back on the past week and see what we did. Because if you're new to this, this is the final day of 7 days of live. Today we're celebrating the Mental Fit Mafia, you, the people that are here. The people that make this channel really, really special. If you are listening to this in playback, because this will be a podcast, did you know that there is a link down below to the video of this? That's right, you can watch the live, although it is in playback. I appreciate you being here. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you so much for coming back. Yesterday was an awesome live. I think it went really well. I am going to call in a few of you. This is going to be a shorter one because right after this, Jenna and I are hopping on the road, but I'm looking forward to it. I hope everyone is doing well. Nick Mayfield, morning, buddy. Morning, buddy, to you back. Morning, morning, morning. The reason we are going live at 9 a.m. is we're trying to give our folks in other time zones some relief. They were staying up at 2 a.m. to listen to and be involved with the streams. Shout out to Random Andy. Shout out to the Mod Gang as a whole. I appreciate y'all being here. Today, every single day was a topic that was brought up by the patrons and then voted by you, the subscribers. And it was fun. It was fun. One of the days I'm going to make up, probably not next week, but the following week, maybe throughout the week at some point. And we're going to be talking about recovery, training hard, recovering hard. And it's been a lot of fun. The reason that I did this was we go live every Sunday, but I wanted more interaction with y'all. I wanted to be able to connect with you more. I wanted to try a daily type show, and that is what this has become. And it's really making me rack my brain on how can I do this as more of a consistent thing. I wanted to see everything and how it would play out. How many people would show up? How many people would recurringly show up? What questions would be asked? How would the actual calling people in go? So many aspects and stuff, analytics and behind. And it's all gone really, really well. Really, really well. I'll be honest with you, though, the connectivity that I have with you through these streams are what makes me want to continue to do it. So I have to figure out how I can implement this more into the content. So I appreciate y'all being here. Now, there is one person specifically that I did want to call in because he had some ideas that I think it would be good to express, and I hope that I can get him on the phone. Let me see if I got a message shot back from him. I see Night TFC here. I hope you're doing well, brother. I hope you're doing well. Nick Levin, take a week off, Matt. You deserve it. Nick Levin, I appreciate you. Honestly, this is downtime for Jenna and I both, and I know that she and I need it. I honestly don't feel like I need it. I feel like she and I need it, and that's why I'm doing it, without a doubt. My loved ones absolutely will come first before the content and the business and everything that it is. The thing is that I love doing this. This does not feel like work to me. I could do this every single day. It is, it actually gives me energy. There's been a few times on this stream throughout the week where I had a lot happening, just, normal schedule stuff. And I was tired when I got to the point of hitting go live. But when I was, right when I started, and at the end, like I was completely electrified because of you guys. I love this. Instinct Eric, Matt Lane Fitness. Hey, I sent you a message on Insta. I don't know if you got it. I promise you I didn't. But maybe you could check it out after the live. I will do my best, Instinct Eric. My Instagram is the most saturated platform, and it's been difficult to get to everybody there. If it's something that you really do want me to see, sending me an email at mattlanefitness@gmail.com, that's probably, it will probably get answered quicker. Nick Mayfield, any word on where y'all are going for this vacation? Hope y'all enjoy yourselves. Thank you so much. So, due to COVID and everything, we were wanting to be very cautious of where we were going to go and traveling because, global pandemic and whatnot. And if you saw the video that I put out a few months ago called Let's Get Away, it was Jenna and I's trip to a cabin buried in Tennessee. This place is secluded. I actually won't have cell phone service. I won't have internet access. It's pretty secluded and very far away from human beings. So we're going back there. I can't wait. I'm, of course, going to vlog it, and I'm actually going to be shooting content while I'm there. It was Jenna's idea. I never want to be intrusive with that, but you know me, if she says yes to making more content, especially when it's with she and I, of course I'm down. I just don't want to crowd her with that. I realize that, I am a creator and she is too, but I live to create. For her it is it is enjoyable for her, but it is not her business, and I know that. That's okay. She doesn't have to love what I love, I take that back. That was poorly worded. She doesn't have to be obsessed with what I'm obsessed with because she does enjoy it. Night TFC, I'm as good as I can be, brother. To say it's been challenging would be an undersell. Yeah, and we're talking about the passing of Chadwick Boseman. That was what we talked on yesterday's stream. And that is actually how Night TFC and I met. It was a very, very interesting interaction, and he's just an incredible human being. And I credit Chadwick Boseman and everyone that made Black Panther. So thank you for that, for me finding a lifelong friend. Mark, Matt need a personal assistant. You know what? You say hi at the end of that, but Mark, I'm being dead serious when I tell you that I am actually really wanting to find someone like that could do that. But hell, I can barely keep it straight myself, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to tell somebody else to keep it straight. But I appreciate you. I'm going to pray for Chadwick Boseman in church today. Harry, I appreciate you. That's very, very, very good of you. I think he's in everybody's thoughts as of right now, and his family as well. Inbound 2X. Hey, Matt, I hope you're doing all right. Genuinely, I am Corey X-Hitchen fan. If you need to take a break, you deserve it. I appreciate that. I honestly don't look at it as I deserve it. I honestly don't look at it as I need a break. I look at it as I know that I have to make the time for Jenna and I. That is the extent of it. Without a doubt, sure, it's a lot of effort, but that effort is not something that I despise or hate or can't stand to do. That's why it doesn't drain me, if that makes sense. So this has been incredible. This has been a great experiment, and I've been very happy that, I'm happy in the few times this past week where I was actually very tired because I had a lot of things happening. I was very happy to hit go live. I was very happy to interact with y'all more. Rob Cameron, good morning. I can get behind the timing of this stream, coffee, breakfast, and mental fitness. Great start to the day. I appreciate you, Rob Cameron. I know, and that is ultimately the dilemma. So if you don't know my schedule, because of course, why wouldn't you? On Sundays, Holden and the crew and myself, we at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, we start shooting My Friend Watches, and just the entire day is content from 9 a.m. all the way until about 7 p.m. And, we now are taking like a lunch break. It's actually like more of a production style, like, all right, everybody, let's break for lunch. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. And we'll create 4 to 5 pieces of content in one day on top of, me shooting stories. And then, just it's a lot of content. It's a jam-packed day. And then the previous day, being Saturday, is my time dedicated to actually being a husband and doing house chores and that type of stuff. And I always make Jenna breakfast in the morning on Saturday. And Saturdays are a no-content day, so those are the only 2 days that I have off, meaning that early streams are an impossibility because at this time throughout the week, I'm actually at work. So that is my only dilemma, is time. And thank you to the patrons, to the members, to anybody that has ever bought a t-shirt, whatever. If you are financially supporting us, that means the absolute world, because what that has done is bought me time to be able to pay an editor. And I'm actually right now testing a new editor who seems like he's doing a great job. He's now produced 2.5. He's working on the third video as we speak. So the ability for me to take the money that you guys are giving me to put back into this for the editors is really bringing you more content, and it is buying me more time to do more for you. And I can't thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough. Toby, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. R.I.P. Chadwick, our king, Wakanda forever. Absolutely. Wakanda forever. Absolutely. Thank you, Toby. I appreciate you. Bradley Dewey, thank you for the super chat. £2. It's so funny because I know Holden does the same thing, but every time we look at if it's a dollar symbol or a pound symbol, I don't know, just knowing that is most likely coming from another country is just so trippy to me. So Bradley, I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Bradley and I have been talking for quite some time, so I hope you're well, man. I hope you're well. John Ram, thank you for the super chat. Rest in love to Chadwick Boseman, a great human who played polarizing African-American figures who helped become a role model for all. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, John. I appreciate you. McLovin, thanks for this week. Helped me a lot. McLovin, I'm really glad. I appreciate you telling me that. I do want to do something regular with this. I really do. Alex W., hey man, great catching up with you this week, and thanks to the MFM for all the support. Got to leave as going to see some friends. Alex, no big deal, man. I'm glad that you're going to see some friends. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Alex called in and shared a lot, so I appreciate you. I appreciate you. That's really cool. So actually, hold on one sec. I just got a message back from the person that I wanted to make sure I called in because he and I have talked. Okay. All right. Hold on one sec, peeps. I'm trying to figure out the best way that I'm going to get him on here. Long story short, what I see for this community and this whole week, and especially today, has been about the Mental Fit Mafia. In full transparency, what I want to do is I want to always be a practitioner. I want to always keep pushing this message, keep pulling this message to you if you are in the pulling manner. And what I don't want to happen with this business, and I'm not going to let it happen, but I'm verbalizing to give you context that I want to make sure that I'm always a practitioner. I don't want to become just a YouTuber where I create YouTube videos and then that's how the business supports itself, and then I'm just this entertainment factor and somewhat of an education piece. I want to continue to work with people. I want to continue to be in the trenches, and I mentioned this not long ago. I want to be working with people because that's when I feel the most alive, is when I'm impacting people. And these lives, I feel, are a fantastic extension of, there's nothing wrong with the Sunday lives. I love it just hanging out with y'all, but this feels so much more purposeful when we talk about intentional things and when we touch on those mental fit pieces. And not only that, but for people that come to the channel later, especially after watching Star Wars and all right, really, who is this douchebag that doesn't like Star Wars? And, it gives them insight and helps them understand. And I think it perfectly complements itself. And I really like these streams, and that's the reason behind it. Jenna's finishing packing up, and I promised her that I would be out of here at a reasonable time. Random Andy's channel, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate you. Hope you have a great vacation. Here's dinner on me with the $10. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Congrats to Random Andy. He's going to visit his he's now like a 9th degree black belt of being an uncle. He has quite a large family, and he's going to meet Andy. What did you tell me? Your niece. I'm pretty sure it's your new niece. Y'all hear Jenna pushing a cooler across the floor? Bradley Dewey, I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, look at that. It's a super sticker. That's cool. And I never see super stickers. It's a little vacation bag. That's really cool. I appreciate you. Jenny, you okay over there? What's wrong? Is it raining? Why don't you just come hop in the stream and then I'll help you. Come on. Come on. Look, they're saying, yay, Jenna. The doors are open? No, let's close those. Mick Levin, R.I.P. Jenna doing. Mick Levin says, R.I.P. Jenna doing everything. That's because I do everything wrong. Night TFC, hi Jenna. Random Annie nephew, man, I apologize. My memory is just fantastic. Inbound 2X, what's crazy is I didn't find Matt from Star Wars. Okay, I found him from one of his vids. Then I discovered Holden. That's crazy. So Inbound 2X, that's not how it usually plays out. I'm glad to hear that. Well, thank you, algorithm. I appreciate that. I'm glad it brought us together. I really wish there was a calling feature within Patreon because that's how I'm communicating with this person. If you're here, man, let me know. John Ram, we saw Jenna's cooler on her channel. What? You did? How'd you do that? I'm confused. I don't know what happened. Hold on, let me see if I can find him because I don't. CK Sidekick, it's you that I'm looking for. I don't know if I know your IG. Nope. Oh my gosh, it's the same exact thing. Here we go. There we go. CK Sidekick, if you're in here, I just requested, so hit me up. Random Andy's channel. Also, here's a tip for the waitress if she's cute and interested and you have my number to give to her. I tell you what, bro, if we're like pulling through a drive-through and I find somebody, be like, hey, take this number and it's 5. Go get yourself something nice. We're actually taking every bit of food that we're going to be consuming. Talk about the ultimate meal prep. So we actually won't be eating out. We wanted to be really cautious. There he is. There's CK. Yeah, all right. So, look, CK, go in and I requested you, so approve me and I'll call you. Don't sweat it. Wanted to make sure I got you on here, bro. Yeah, CK, go into IG, approve my request to follow you, and I will give you a call. Sounds kind of weird. Approve my request to follow you. John Ram, 'twas a joke. I missed it. It went right over my head. John Ram was like, I saw Jenna's cooler on her channel, and I totally missed it. Did you have the cooler on your channel? Oh, he said it was a joke. I'm good. Chris M., what about the pancake place? It's so funny that you mentioned that. That's very very thoughtful of you because we, CK Sidekick, I got you. We thought about that and we were like, crap, we're not going to be able to go. Like we probably could go wear masks 6 feet away, easy on the syrup. But I don't know. I want to be real cautious, man. Robert Martin, this year has been incredibly taxing on everyone. It's true. It can be easy to give in to the negative. I think we can all try to put more love and care out there. I fully agree with you. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, and that's like when we were on the live stream yesterday, like I really wanted it to stay positive and to look at all the good because I don't downplay it that of course it's terrible. The guy was 43 years old and he lost his life, but there's always good that can come out of every situation. I truly believe that. Even if in the moment it really doesn't feel like it, I believe it's possible. All right, CK Sidekick, I'm calling you. So basically what this is CK Sidekick and I have been talking outside of here a whole lot. And he expressed a lot of this very similar feelings that I had about what this community is becoming. If you weren't on any of the other lives, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, my intention after building this business, the Matt Lane Fitness, I am a personal trainer and a behavioral change specialist as well as a registered nurse. And I started this company with the intention to just build a business, try to support myself through health and wellness, fitness. And slowly it turned into almost a media company, honestly. And what I wanted to do is attain an audience, be able to speak to them, be able to interact with them and just impact. And I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of what this channel is self-improvement. You know, I mean, there's so many words I think of what this channel is, and mental fitness and all that, and behavior change. But at the end of the day, it really is self-improvement. And I think evolving yourself into an involving come on out, you can do it. Evolving yourself to a better human being on all fronts. So CK Sidekick had a lot of the same thoughts about this community, because what I did not see coming was how powerful this community is. So I wanted to bring him on, get his thoughts on. He almost had some ideas from what he explained to me. I want to get his thoughts, and I want to put it out there in the universe to you guys to maybe help you spin your brain so you can think about it, because you're a part of this, and I appreciate that. I got to grab one thing, and then I'm going to call CK Sidekick. Hang tight. All right, CK, I'm about to call you in. It's so funny. My niece, her name is CK, short for Charlie Kate. Calling in CK Sidekick. Is my phone linked?
Hello?
Yo, what up?
Hi, Matt.
How are you, man?
Hi, gang.
What's going on, man? How are you? It's cool to finally hear your
good.
voice.
Yeah, I'm actually here in the woods right now with my dog.
That's awesome.
But luckily, I still have a signal.
Well, cool. Yeah, I wanted to bring you on, man, because we've talked so much. It's cool to see your face. Like, we've talked so much, and from what you were talking about, like with this community, it's almost like you had ideas and like thought processes that I think needed to be shared. So pour out whatever you got.
Yeah, well, I mean, the biggest thing is this community, man. We have a lot of love for each other. We have a lot of support for each other. But it's almost selfish, in my opinion, to maintain it just in the community. I feel like we can spread it out.
Yes.
We can help others who are not a part of our community.
Now, what does that look like to you?
Well, I mean, I guess that would be up to the community. You know, what do we want to do? Do we want to raise money for children's hospitals? Do we want to just get online and send well wishes to someone who lost their puppy? You know,
That's a good thought.
Anything.
That's a good thought.
That brings sunshine to a person's day.
Okay. I like that. So you're talking more along the lines of actions that collectively we could impact people, whether that was, like you said, donating money, commenting on something. And that I think that's how it's sort of sparked the conversation between you and I, is when there's been, I think, 2 or 3 people now, and I don't want to say their names just to put them on blast, but if you're here, you know that there's been a handful of people I've been like, hey, go support this person, go drop comments, go do that, and they did, and the impact on that person like emailed me. I was like, hey, that was incredible, like, thank you so much, but it was because of y'all. So I agree with you that like there is a collective power that is here that can be done. So now you really have my brain racing on what can be done, and I think a lot can be done.
Yeah, and I think with minimum organization,
yeah, I agree with you.
You know, we can make a big difference.
I
Even
fully
if
agree.
For one day,
yep,
we can make a big difference.
You see now when I leave town to go on this trip, that's all I'm going to be thinking about, which I'm glad, and I'm just going to be racking my brain. So I really appreciate it. That's awesome. I like it.
And like, again, I mean, I have ideas, but really it's more about, you know, what does everyone else collectively, what do they want to get behind? Well, then, as long as it's something that brings the good, I'm down. I don't care.
Then how about this? I think what I'll do is I'll send out to, maybe I'll just do it to all 3. So I'll send it to the patrons, I'll send it to the members, and to the subscribers. I'll just put a post on all 3 platforms, basically saying if you feel that there's any idea that you have, some sort of collective thing that we could do, and I'll give like an example, and then just have everybody start firing ideas back, and then once I can collect those, compile them, then I'll start doing like a vote, and we'll see, you know, which ones come in top 10, which ones seem like the best ideas, and maybe we can just start going towards it.
Okay. Because I remember you asked specifically, what does that look like to you?
Yeah.
And I didn't really have an answer.
Okay.
All I knew is we can do something.
I believe you. I fully agree.
Just taking care of one another.
Yep. I like it. I like it a lot. That's friggin' awesome, man. Heck yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I don't want to tie you up since you're in the wood. Are you hunting right now?
No, we're just out hanging around.
Okay.
Let the dog run a while.
Awesome.
Get some of that excess energy out.
Heck yeah, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time, especially being in the woods.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
I'll talk to you soon, man.
Okay, man.
All right, bye. CK Sidekick. That's awesome, bro. His Instagram's really cool. This man's all about some woods. He's got some trippy photos. That's cool. You guys should go check this out. Really cool to see. Shout out to CK Sidekick. He really just, you can sort of feel that guy's spirit. Just a really good dude. Just a really good dude. And I'm from the South. I don't know where he is, but I'm from the South, so like I'm a country boy at heart. So to see him just in the woods, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's cool. So yeah, and it's funny that like CK's been talking to me a little bit about that, and we've been talking on Patreon. And for a business owner, you know, that really wants to be involved with the people that are watching, I want to continue to. I want to evolve this thing that I'm doing, that I feel that I've been called to do. Like I'm this vessel to do this. I want y'all to not just be like, oh, hey, welcome for the ride. Like, hop on in. Like, you're here for the ride. Like, I want you to truly be a part of this. I want this to evolve. And I don't want this to one day be like, hey, Matt's that guy that did some stuff on YouTube. I really want it to be like there is a community that, I don't know, some douchebag named Matt has. This community did this. That's what I think is even better. Like I don't care about being in the spotlight. Like getting this message to other people, I think is what's most important. I don't know if you've ever seen any of my posts, but I love supporting other creators, other fitness people, other healthcare people, other people that are doing good things. I am not going to be the type of person that's like, no, don't go, train with that person because I'm losing out on money. Like, I do what you got to do to get the health, the wellness. Like, if you don't come train with me, but you train with whoever, that's awesome. I want to know about how did it go? Like, how'd you do? How do you feel? Like putting the wellness, the health and wellness first. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just saying that even if it's not me that impacts you, even if it's somebody else that impacts you, I just want you to have that impact. I want you to have that insight and that feeling and knowing that you have power over your life through health and wellness. And your circumstances can change even in the bleakest of times. And I know that I'm not the only one that relays this stuff. It might just be the sound of my voice. You might just hate the sound of my voice. Maybe somebody else delivers it better. I'm good with that. So I say all that to say, if there's ever anybody that you guys, God, hear my 15-year-old voice there. You guys, if there's ever anybody that, health, wellness, self-improvement person that please plug them. Please don't ever feel like you can't say that here. It's all about the impact, honestly. John Ram, thank you for the super chat. After my 5 classes this semester, I only need 3 more so I can go apply to the the registered nurse program. John Ram, good for you. So you're in prereqs right now. I remember that day I was doing prereqs, or actually that year and a half. I guess my question to you is, I wonder if, do you have any sort of weight? Good for you, though. That's awesome, because getting that out of the way is, I don't know, it was tough being like, all right, I want to get into the program, but I got to do all this stuff beforehand. I actually had to wait a year before I could even get in. I had already qualified. I had taken the test. I had done all those things, but I had to wait a year because there was simply no space. So good for you. I hope you, I was about to say, I hope you don't have to wait, but the amount of anticipation and buildup and patience that it built in me, I think was a good thing. So I hope you have to wait because it builds patience, but at the same time, if you get in immediately, that's also pretty cool. Bradley Dewey, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Bill, keep your head up, MFM. What did Bill say? I'm scrolling back up. Bill France, hopeless, no labor law enforcement, no landlord, tenant law enforcement, no justice in my town. I'm looking to see if you... There you go, Random Andy. Backing up. Jenna's looking at me. Hey, Bill France, in the chat, needs some encouragement. Thank you, Andy. I'm going back. Bill France, I'm just so tired of fighting death. I'm looking for you, Bill. Bill France. Always can't figure out a way to move forward. Sorry, guys, I'm backing up in the chat trying to figure out what Bill was saying. Looking for you. Bill, I'm going back trying to find the chat and what you're saying. Shoot me an email. Shoot me an email at mattlanefitness@gmail.com because some of these messages are gone, actually. It's constant. My only thoughts all day, I want to die. There's literally nothing to live for. Bill France, send me an email. I will tell you this, that there are many things to live for, and I hope that you can take a moment to breathe and realize that there's a lot to live for. I don't downplay the space that you're probably at, and I won't pretend to understand, but there's help everywhere, myself included. I'm not a therapist, but send me an email at mattlanefitness@gmail.com. You know, if you truly feel that you're experiencing that, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to call this number, and I'm going to list it, but I speak from experience of suicide, and it is not what you want. I promise. There is a lot to be here for, to live for. There's a lot that you can do. There's a lot of good. You have to, I don't want to say you have to keep your chin up because that's such a glazing over thing to say, but I can tell you that there is so much to be here for. I'm going to list a number right now, and you don't have to respond anymore because obviously it's extremely sensitive, but I'm going to put a number right there that if you have any question in your mind, I hope that you'll call that number. Bill France, name one. You're breathing. You have a heartbeat. I mean, I don't know what your situation is. I don't know how you've gotten to this point, and I have empathy for you. I have love for you. When I was 14 years old, I actually tried to commit suicide, and luckily it didn't work. And I'll tell you that regret ran through my head immediately. I again don't downplay it, but I guess I'll ask you, give me one thing that you could be grateful for. Name one thing worth living for. Well, you have a life. Not everybody is blessed with that. A 43-year-old man at the top of the world lost his, and he wanted his. There's so much. If you step outside, there's a lot. There's a whole lot. Bill, I hope you'll drop me an email or reach out to someone, because it is, it doesn't fall on deaf ears of what you're saying. It doesn't. In fact, how about you guys do the same thing? Name one thing you're grateful for. Drop it in the chat here. This is something that I do on a daily basis, naming a gratitude point, something you're grateful for. Bill, I'm going to also drop something that I think that would help. Hang tight. Hang tight. This is our podcast, and we talk about behavior change for long-term wellness and happiness. I think it'll help. I think there's a lot of good gems in there that could help you. The fact that I can see, I'm grateful for the Mental Fit Mafia, my family and friends. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head, that I can breathe. Bill, I'll tell you, man, that, again, I don't know what you're going through. And while this year has been incredibly difficult, there is always something. I promise. I promise. Telling stories to my friends and family. Bill, I'll tell you this. Don't be quiet about this. Please call the number. Please email me. Please contact anyone. Don't go silent about it. Don't go silent about it. I'm very thankful just for living. And I'm grateful to be living without pain. There was a point where I was constantly in pain, and that is no longer. I'm grateful to be able to help people in healthcare in an incredibly trying time. I'm grateful that we have the technology that we have to connect, so we can have this conversation. This is the internet. I mean, YouTube, it's free. It really, really is. Bill, again, I don't know how willing you are to email, to call, to contact people, but at the very least, don't be quiet about it, and look at people's content to hopefully gain that perspective. I don't have any of those things. I promise you that you have something. Shoot me an email. I will be on the lookout. Ferocious Flunky, it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. I have seen that, Rocky. I know that, and that was an incredible line. Good morning, Mafia and Matt. What's up, Jay Cook? What's up, man? I'm actually going to be hopping off here pretty soon. So this is the exact moment that I was talking about with CK Sidekick earlier, if you're just now getting here. We as a community have run into a handful of individuals that are struggling in certain times. And Bill France, I don't want to, be intrusive, but what you are saying is something that is not taken lightly. And I know that everyone here feels the same way. So I would like to connect with Bill. Again, I would love for you to send me an email. I'm not acting like I'm a therapist. I'm just a person to listen. I would highly encourage anybody in this chat that is open, that is receptive, to contact him to continue the conversation. The thing is that you can't force anyone to talk. I can't force him to email me. I can't force him to call that number. We can't force him to do anything. But we can listen. We can be here. We can be empathetic. We can be non-judgmental. That's what we can do. Amanda, Matt, thanks for the genuinely caring about people. Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat. Baked Potato, that's an awesome name. Grateful for this channel. Being in a very depressive state as of late, which I can't attribute to all of this. Having the extra positivity in my life is invaluable. Thank you. I'm really glad that that's what we bring to you. Seriously, that's awesome. Jay Cook, I see I missed a lot. Yeah, bro, you jumped in at a hot time for sure. Just talking about Bill, how much love we have for him and how much good he has although it is difficult to see, I can only imagine, as he states. Bill France, we are here to listen, and we care for you. Absolutely, without a doubt. Haley Koopman, I'm grateful for growing my family. Absolutely, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let Bill call in. Malaton, so I'm actually just about to hop off the stream. I really have to hop off, which is why I was saying that I wanted to talk to Bill through email. And also, like, I think that is a little more public, that conversation. I don't want to force him to have that conversation in front of so many people, if that makes sense. We love you, and God bless at Bill. Absolutely. Absolutely. Matt, did you get around to watching Stan Lee's speech? Very interesting. Ferocious Flunky, I have not actually. Bill France said, "Oh, I'm so sorry to ruin the podcast." Not one. No, absolutely not. No, you haven't ruined anything. This is what this community is about. I mean, this actual topic is celebrating the Mental Fit Mafia and about what this community can do. And the very conversation we're having is exactly what this community has the power to do. Bill, I hope that you'll just reach out to any of us and continue the conversation. Just continue the conversation. You didn't ruin a thing, man. This is beautiful. This is going to be a podcast. Somebody's going to listen to this. You're going to impact somebody through this by sharing and being open and having the guts to say it out loud. Don't apologize for anything. It's been awesome. Just please reach out. Please reach out to somebody. It doesn't have to be me. Whoever you want it to be. Call that number. I appreciate you. I got love for you. John Ram, we love you, Bill. You can always reach out to me on, see, there you go. If anybody wants to drop their IG, that would help him because YouTube is a little bit more difficult. Reach out to me on IG, the John RVM on Instagram. I've been blessed with this second chances. So will you. 100,000 friggin' %. Thank you for the super chat, and I fully agree. Guys, thank you so much for this. This was actually an incredible little turn. Thank you. This was all about honoring the Mental Fit Mafia. And look who we got here joining us here.
Hello there.
Look at Jenna. She's been eyeballing me from the corner like, get the hell out of the house. Turn the stream off. I understand. We're about to leave.
Oh, no. The car's ready to go. It's raining.
Oh, it's raining. It's raining. Okay, gotcha.
It's great.
Shout out to Bill France. We all have love for you. So glad you hopped in the stream. Your name is not somebody that I've seen often, so I hope that you'll continue to come back. I got my love for you. I got my eye on you. I hope that you take some of the resources that we're dropping in the chat right now. For everybody in playback, thank you so much for being here. I love you, Mental Fit Mafia. We are going to do something. I'm going to be compiling ideas. No. I'm going to be gathering your ideas through posts that I'm going to make. I'm actually not sure when I'm going to make the post. I need to get on the road. But I'm going to be collecting ideas for what we can do as a community collectively to start impacting people and taking this even further. I know it can happen. I love you all. They're dropping hashtag Team Jenna. Jenna, you and that smile. Have a good day. I love you all. Thank you so much. This has been awesome. We'll talk to y'all soon. You don't have, wait a minute. You don't have to be perfect at this Mental Fit Mafia thing. Say it, Jenna.
Every day.
That's not how it goes. It was going to be such a, I don't know, I was going to let you close out the whole thing. It was going to be such a good, all right. Jenny, stop smiling, laughing. You don't have to be perfect at this Mental Fit Mafia thing. Just try to be better than yesterday.
Every day.
Bill, this stream's dedicated to you. I love you.